Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my October 3rd, 2019 Sims 4 news video with an overview of today's PC Mac game update and more. Yesterday, Sim Guru Frost tweeted to let us know that there's not going to be an October Maxi Monthly, and we were told earlier this year that we would not be having Maxi Monthlies if there was no new content. So essentially, this was saying there was no new content being released in October except a male and female robot costume, which we got today in our game update, which you can see here. Just remember that anything that comes to base game as part of an update will not be marked as new. So if you're having a hard time finding something, I find the easiest thing to do is to do a search only by base game when you're looking in the packs, and it'll make it easier to find. So we got a one-piece costume for the bottom, and then there was a hat for both the male and the female. I don't know that I'll use this very often, but you know, if you're a Halloween enthusiast or like to do costumes and stuff, it'll be a fun addition to the game for you. I especially don't tend to use the hats very much because if they cover the face fully like these do, because I can't tell my Sims apart as easily, especially when like they're in a gathering. Obviously, you can tell them on your UI down below, but you can't see them very well when you're actually in the game if there's a few people wearing the same costume. So now there were not many bug fixes in today's update, which was a bit disappointing for many people, including myself. I was hoping for more. I was especially hoping for some more fixes for Realm of Magic, especially the potions being worth nothing, because they had said they were aware of it like pretty much right after Realm of Magic released. I'm guessing the reason it wasn't fixed is because they don't have the fix for it yet, and maybe it's just something that is going to take them a little bit more time to sort out. I'm sure they're still working on it. I know that I can see that they're asking for saves on EA Answer headquarters, so they're not ignoring it. It is something that all of these things are things that are being worked on. So, to the things they did fix. General issues. 4 things. Inward-facing doors set to lock door for all will now actually lock. There was an issue with trying to place a room using the Sims 3 camera mode. Would tell players that roofs can't be placed in enclosed rooms. That's fixed. Sims will no longer become jealous when Sims with the player trait perform romantic interactions with other Sims in front of them. Of course, the player trait is a reward trait you get for completing the serial romantic aspiration. And the cheat clock _set_milliseconds_per_sim per second, that's a mouthful, should no longer crash the game. And I didn't actually know what the cheat did, but I saw someone comment that what it did is essentially puts the sim game in real time. So essentially it's, 24 hours in the sim, 24 hours in the real time. City living. This is the only thing here I think that I've actually really experienced myself. We addressed an issue that was allowing non-greeted Sims to enter your apartment uninvited. It'd be nice if that actually applied to things like in Sulani, because I have Sims coming into my house in Sulani all the time, and a few other places too, but specifically in Sulani. But at least, even if it isn't, at least it's fixed for city living. It's been an issue, I think, since the pack came out, because it's something definitely I have noticed. Get Famous, there was an issue with the actor career gig that's been fixed, and with Island Living, Sims should no longer get the sudden chill moodlet after drinking several kava beverages. My Sims don't drink them very much, which is probably why I've never experienced that. So on to mod update. Essentially, from what I can gather, most of the popular mods are fine if you have the most recent version of them. So MCCC, UI Cheats extension, the More Columns mod, the current Scarlett's mods, except for she has a Wear More Costumes mod, which will be updated to include the new robot costumes. Little Miss Sam mods were generally fine, but there was a no outfit changing, and custom lot trait and traits have been updated. So those are the ones that I saw on Deaderpool's Discord, and I can't say I'm really seeing that many issues from anywhere. So I think generally they were fine, but they were still disabled, so you need to go and re-enable them in your game if you want them to be working. Now on to other news, which is not actually Sims 4 news. Sims 3 for Mac is going to get a major update in early 2020. This you can see is from Bluebell Florist site, which I really recommend you go check that out. if you are a Mac user. If you've not heard of it yet and you're a Mac user, go check it out. She's got a really good article about this, but the actual announcement was on EA Answer headquarters by EA David. So here you can see on the screen the actual announcement on EA Answer headquarters. I will link both to Bluebell Flora and to this announcement down below. So essentially, it says that Apple announced earlier this year that they're phasing out support for 32-bit applications with their new Mac OS Catalina. And because of that change, they're going to be releasing an updated version of The Sims 3 that will be compatible with that new operating system. And it's called The Sims 3 (64-bit and Metal). All the DLC content will also be available in the new format. It's going to be available for download via Origin. You will not be able to have it on a disc. They don't have a release date yet for when Apple is going to release Catalina, but this new version is going to be sometime in 2020 from EA. So there are some frequently asked questions that are noted on this announcement. You can see them there on the screen. Essentially, it is a new version. You will have to download the new version. It's not going to be an update. The specifications for your system are going to be a little bit different. The information's not here. It's just sort of an announcement of what is coming without those, little nitty-gritty details, but they obviously will be coming. If you can update your Mac to Catalina, the original Sims 3 is still going to be available. From what I can understand, it doesn't play very well. The hope is that with it being upgraded to be 64-bit and Metal, that this new version will work much better than what is currently out there. Now, another thing for Windows players, there is a question: will the Sims 3 64-bit and Metal edition be released for Windows PC? And there are no current plans to update the Windows PC version of the Sims 3, unfortunately. It would really be good if they did, because one of the issues with 32-bit is that it can't use all the RAM, so essentially it doesn't have that available to be able to run the game more smoothly. So if they could ever do that for Windows, that would be probably a really good thing. But no plans now. But this is great news for Mac players because, like I said, from what I can gather, it's not run very well as it currently stands for Mac users. So that is it for this video for today. Just a reminder that console users are going to be getting their game update next Thursday, October 10th, and that's going to be the Big Stair update, essentially preparing your game for Realm of Magic, which comes out on October 15th. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!